Okay, time for an update on the Versatile 276. Took the rest of the pistons out, and everyone is bad except for this one, and even this one's got a little bit of marking on it. You can see this is even worse than the other one. This one I think is worse on this side, maybe not. But there's chunks of the piston off on some of these. So, I mean, it's actually worse shape than we were thinking. We were thinking we were going to pull these out and they were going to look like this one here. But now we're in a different situation. I pulled the rod and piston apart. This is the one that the bearing was gone on, and this is what's left of the bearing right here. Quick measurement of this here, and this is egg shaped. So this rod is no good. So basically we've got 3 pistons that ain't no good. We got a rod that ain't no good. And we've got cylinder walls that aren't too bad. There's a few good scratches in them. Crank has got some scratches in it. Again, not too bad. Before we took this apart, Dad checked the oil pressure, and it was on. Actually, the oil pressure was on the high side of the OK. So hopefully, what that is saying is the bearings are in good shape on the crank. I can see up and look at the camshaft, and the lobes seem to look okay. Again, this is a 3.9 Cummins diesel. It is a what it's called is a 4BTA 3.9. The 4 obviously stands for 4 cylinder. The B is, this is a B series Cummins. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but the T means it's a turbocharged engine, and then the A meaning it's after-cooled. The after-cooler, this is the intake right here. The air, this goes on here like this, and the air comes from the turbocharger in here, down here, and then you can see there's like a radiator type thing in there. That's the after-cooler. You got coolant circulating in and out of that. So that's the after-cooler on this engine. So it's a 4BTA 3.9 Cummins. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm an expert on this motor, because I'm not. I'm just giving you guys information that I have found out. So with pretty much all our pistons being bad and the rod being bad, you know, we got a few options here. We can pull the engine out, you know, tear it apart, send it in, you know, have new sleeves put in it. You know, turn the crank, you know, probably new camshaft and everything. And, you know, probably you're looking at $35,000 to $4,000 using good quality parts, replacement parts, probably like OEM Cummins parts. That really isn't an option here. For one, we're not sure the rest of the tractor's worth it. Two, to tear this apart and send it in, you're probably looking at, 2 weeks minimum time, turnaround time here. So what we've chosen to do is, probably something that I wouldn't recommend doing, unless you have the circumstances like we got here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna order a kit, a rebuild kit. These are standard pistons, by the way. Let's see if I can't get that to show up. Right there. See that STD? Means this is a standard size piston. So it's not bored out or nothing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a rebuild kit. We're just gonna do pistons. We're gonna get a new rod. Actually, the pistons come as a kit with new pins and bearings, new piston rings. We got new bearings here for the camshaft there, or the crankshaft, sorry. Another thing I want to show you on these, the bearings here, as you can see, there's a chunk out of that one and a chunk out of that one. So I mean, there's no just putting this back together the way it is. So we'll get a kit coming here with bearings. We're gonna leave the crankshaft in there, and then I'm gonna hone or deglaze the cylinders. Drop new pistons in there, bearings, and we did pick up a new water pump for this too. We'll put a new water pump in there. I got to pull this off. This is the oil filter. There's an oil cooler back there. I want to flush that out because I'm sure there's metal shavings in there, judging by what the oil pan looked like. We're not going to do anything to the head. All I've done is cleaned it up. This is almost ready to go back in. I just cleaned it up, got it sprayed with WD now. This is where the intake goes. Then you got the exhaust. We got a broken stud there I got to take care of. One stud broke. We'll get a new thermostat for it. So we're not, I don't even know what you would call this, but it's not really a rebuild. We're gonna have about $600 in all the parts to put this thing back together. So we're hoping to get, this year out of it, and then, after this year, if it keeps going, then I guess we'll figure that it's extra time. But right now, we're just gonna get it going and finish out the year with this, hopefully. And another thing is, I'm hoping to get this engine back together in 3-4 days, as opposed to tearing it completely out and taking weeks. So I am hoping to get this thing fired up first of next week, hopefully. And hopefully she fires up and, like I said, stays running for this year. And like I said, everything else is a bonus. Had a guy comment, just get rid of this tractor, sell it. Right now, a non-running tractor, old tractors is like an 84 to 86, something like that. This is worth nothing. This is worth scrap steel right now, without it running. So there's really no point in selling it. I don't think parts for these will be hard to come by because I think they made a ton of them. They may be expensive parts for this thing, but you know, I'm sure you can get parts for this. So I guess that's our plan. I guess we just don't figure the rest of the tractor is worth a full rebuild on this motor. So I guess that is where we are at on this. All I've been doing is like I said, cleaning all the parts up to go back together. Not really so much for cleaning them up to look good, but to clean up all the gasket surfaces, so we get good seals when we put the new gaskets on. You know, we'll have a new head gasket there, new valve cover gaskets, exhaust gaskets. You know, we'll do all that, and then I guess we'll see what happens. We'll cross our fingers, and hopefully we will have at least a running tractor for the rest of this year. So that's the plan. When I do some more work or get some more work done, I will post a video, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.